Welcome back, everybody. We are here for yet another preview of College Football 26. I know usually these come out on Fridays, but with today being the day the trailer is dropping for the game, I figured why not do our little preview a day early, get it out to you here on this beautiful Thursday. I'm not recording this on Thursday, so I don't know if it's a beautiful day, but I'm hoping it is in your neck of the woods. Today, we are going to be looking at the TCU Horned Frogs, who I was going to say they're kind of an underrated team in this game. As a team in Road to the CFP, I do think they are underrated, but I know people love their playbook. I love their playbook. Our guy Subtonic in the Discord, big TCU guy, loves the playbook, loves the squad. Shout out to you, buddy. With all that said, let's just jump right into the depth chart, and I will show you why I'm so excited to use this team and why I think you should give them a try in College Football 26. Now, as is the case with pretty much every one of these teams that we look at, it starts at quarterback. Yes, we are losing House Henny, which is unfortunate. I did love using him just to run around. Having the 91 speed is so much fun. He is going to Oklahoma State. But we have Josh Hoover coming back, who is coming off a monster season for the Horned Frogs that hopefully should let us see some boosts in his overall and his abilities heading into next year. In real college football last year, threw nearly 4,000 yards. 39-49 was his final total, 27 touchdowns. 11 interceptions is a little high, so that might hurt his accuracies a little bit. But a season like that already has an 84 overall. We should expect him to get up to around an 88 and really see his abilities step up year after year. I'm not sure he's going to get a dot or anything like that, with his interception total being what it was, but I can pretty safely say he's going to have more than just a bronze step up in College Football 26. And I wish he was a little bit faster, but you know what? He is going to be a heck of a quarterback either way, so we'll take the good, we'll take the bad. We're not going to have the 91 speed, but we are going to have an unbelievable pocket passer in Josh Hoover. Now, to halfbacks, Cam Cook did transfer out to Jacksonville State, which I was pretty surprised to see that. Trey Sanders, the senior, he is gone. Dominique Johnson also transferred out to Stephen F. Austin, of all places. That one hurt a little bit because I do love my big boy power backs. He's got a great ability stack. Too bad he's going to be gone, but coming back is going to be Jeremy Payne, who was second on the team last year with 54 carries. TCU doesn't run the ball a whole heck of a lot. 239 yards, 5 touchdowns. Battle is coming back too, so we are still getting a power back on this team. Not only do I just love power backs, but I love them combined with the spread out offense like TCU runs. Make the defense put more DBs on the field, make them spread out a little bit, then bang, power back right up the kisser. How you doing? But TCU was not happy with just those two coming back, because why would you be? That's not nearly enough running back. So they went in-state. I didn't have a TCU sweatshirt. I do want to get one before the season starts. I got the closest thing that I have, UTSA, and that's actually where they went and got a running back. Going to butcher this first name. I'm just going to say it right now. Kavorian Barnes, silver 360, 82 overall, only 86 speed, and he did have a massive drop off last year. He only ran the ball 78 times. The 2 years before that, it was closer to 150. He fell to pretty much third on the depth chart here at the Roadrunners. Makes sense he would transfer in that case. So we'll see if he's able to get back some of that magic, if you want to call it that he had in previous years with the Roadrunners. But still, we're going to have that 91 speed Payne. We're going to have the power back Battle. I think we're going to be pretty set at halfbacks overall wise. It's definitely taken a hit, but I like the guys they got coming back. Speaking of which, let's go look at their wide receivers. Again, yes, taking a hit, but I love who they got coming back, and another couple transfers they got coming in I think is going to set up for a really, really good receiver room. So Beck, of course, gone. Savion Williams, go Pack. Go, welcome to Green Bay, buddy. Richardson, I'm fairly confident didn't get drafted, but McAllister is coming back with his platinum press pro, gold double dip, silver cutter, silver sure hands, a perfect slot receiver, or you can put him wherever you want. If somebody's coming out in a press man coverage or something like that, he's gonna get open, he's gonna catch the ball. Then we're gonna pair him with, unfortunately not Earl, he's transferring to UNLV, but we still got speed hiding down here that's coming back. I'm not even going to try this first name, but Baker, 6'3", 93 speed, and Major Everhart, recoup, takeoff, shifty, 96 speed. Both of these guys coming back. So right away, there's your three core receivers. Again, I would set it up as Everhart on the outside, Baker on the other outside, McAllister in the slot. Get your burners outside, try to beat them deep. You got McAllister as a good steady slot option. But in the transfer portal, so first they got Jordan Dwyer from Idaho. Obviously not in the game, but he did have a really good year last year. 78 catches, 1,190 yards, and 12 touchdowns. So who knows? Maybe he comes in the game next year and is a stud and takes one of these guys' spots. But then they also stayed in state to get another wide receiver from the University of Houston. They went and got Joseph Manjack IV. Unbelievable name. 80 overall, 87 speed, so he is a little bit slower, but again, he's got that press pro, cutter, sure hands, going against somebody who's running a lot of press man coverage. Both him and McAllister are going to be able to get off that press. Cutter's going to be better cuts, going to be able to get open. They have sure hands, they're going to hang on to that ball. Now, he did only have 22 catches, 351 yards, 3 touchdowns last year, so we're not expecting any sort of big overall jump from him here. But if we can just take him from how he is in College Football 25, place him right on TCU, I would have him and McAllister in the slots, kind of our cutters, press pro, sure hands. 96 speed Everhart on one side, 93 speed Earl on the other. Not Earl, he's the 93 speed that transferred. Baker on the outside. You're going to have speed to stretch the defense deep. You're going to have your cutters underneath being able to get open on zig routes, drags, slants, whatever you want to put them on. And you're going to be pretty set there on offense. Now, where TCU is really going to be struggling, it looks like, is going to be at tight end, where they are losing Drake Dabney with his cutter. They are losing Chase Curtis. Rogers is coming back, but he is a blocking tight end. You know, his abilities are all just for blocking. And honestly, in real life, TCU didn't use their tight ends a whole heck of a lot anyway. Dabney was the leading receiver of these guys, had 19 catches, 191 yards. Rogers had 12 for 142 and 2 touchdowns. So, yes, he is a blocking tight end, but at least he's got 79 speed and good size, so he's not going to be the worst option for us to have in there. And but hiding down here, and I'm not entirely sure what is going on. Jax Porter, he's not on the TCU, their 2025 football roster. I did see he did graduate in the spring, which is kind of crazy because he's listed as a sophomore here. Other than that, I don't know if he actually is graduated and not on the team next year. Is kind of what it looks like, but hopefully it's just something missing and he is going to be on the team because this guy would be a stud. 84 speed, 6'6", but I'm just going by the fact that he was a spring graduate. There's no other news about him. He's not on the football roster. I'm guessing he is not going to be on the team next year. Any TCU fans out there who may know, please correct me if I'm wrong, because that's all I can find on him. I know he didn't transfer anywhere. Yeah, just looks like he graduated, might be done, but the class being a sophomore really threw me off, so yeah, anybody out there knows, please let me know. But even if not, DJ Rogers is going to be fine. You know, for a lower tier team, if I can get a tight end with 80 speed, we're doing okay. And we're hoping next year Rogers will be able to get over that. So it doesn't look too bad there at tight end. Overall offense, quarterback Josh Hoover is going to be a stud next year. Like high 80s would be my guess, 87 to 88 overall, something like that. We're going to have the currently 91 speed Payne. Get him up to a 92, 93. You're looking pretty good there. And the big power back Battle, which is just a fantastic name for a power back, just by the way. Then the receiving core is pretty unbelievable. Their overalls, I think, are going to be worse at both halfback and wide receiver, and probably tight end, if we're being honest. So I don't know if their overalls are really going to jump that much. But the speed they're going to have at wide receiver with those two guys you can put in the slot, with the cutters, the sure hands, the press pros, the 96 speed on one side. If he just stays 96 speed, he's probably going to get a little bit faster. The 93 speed Baker on the other side might get a little bit faster. Maybe we'll have a 97 and a 94 speed receiving threat on the outside. Receiving room is going to be unbelievable. Halfback's going to be good. Quarterback's going to be great. And you're going to be solid at tight end. You're not going to be great. And assuming they keep most of the playbook stuff the same, TCU is going to have one of the better offensive playbooks. At least for me personally, I do enjoy an air raid style offense year after year. So that is kind of what we're expecting with TCU on offense. So switching over to their defense at left end, the only one leaving here is the Osafo Mensah. Not great options behind him here with Travis Jackson. Owale, another total guess on that pronunciation. It's actually their highest overall left end. He is also coming back. But Jackson at least did get 1.5 sacks last year and an interception, which good for you, buddy. Probably not going to be enough to get him any sort of abilities or anything, but maybe if his overall goes up a little bit, we will be looking okay there. At right end, Fox, the senior, is going to be gone, but Chapman and Tristan Johnson will be back. And Chapman was actually tied for second on the team with 3 sacks last year. Might not be quick jump worthy quite yet, but will at least get a good overall increase from that. You'd have to hope at the very least. And hiding down here, much like we saw at left end, the actual highest overall right end is for whatever reason down here, but he is actually transferring to North Texas, so we do not have to worry about that position. Defensive tackle, they will be bringing back Marcus Deal with his gold grip breaker. Yes, please. And Connor Lindgren, not going to try this one. Hakeem with his bronze grip breakers, a senior, is gone. Mitchell is also gone. At least we're getting the gold grip breaker back. And Deal did pitch in with a sack, had 6 tackles for losses last year. So you got to expect him to keep grip breaker or whatever the equivalent of a grip breaker is going to be in CFB 26. But this is another position that TCU went to the transfer portal in and grabbed Ansel Dinmba. What is it with TCU and getting names that are just impossible to pronounce? But Ansel will be joining the squad next year with his bronze grip breaker. So they had 1 bronze that was leaving. Well, guess what? Now we got another one coming in. We can still have our 2 grip breakers in the middle of the defense, which just helps everything. It's just overall so helpful, really, against the run game, but also even against passes, especially when you get up to gold, potentially platinum for Deal, I don't know, but they're actually going to be getting off some pass blocks there too. So D tackles were looking pretty good. Edge a little bit dicey, at least when it comes to our left end and our right end, but we might have answers for it at the linebacker room. Starting off with Devian Deal, presumably the brother of the D-tackle Deal. They both have the same hometown, the same last name. I'm saying that's a safe bet with no further research done. But he might be our answer for our edge pressure. He led the team with 5.5 sacks last year. So 81 overall, 79 speed, 84 acceleration. This is quick jump potential for college football 26. The 5.5 sacks, those stats already get a little bit of a boost there. We might have a quick jump here to go with our 2 grip breakers on the D tackle. There is one unfortunate note down here. Cooks, the silver quick jump, did transfer to, I had it written down, there it is, to Texas State. So you hate to lose the guys that you got that already have the abilities you really want, like quick jump, but it wouldn't shock me at all to see Deal have it next year. Hodges is going to be gone here at the middle linebacker position. Elam's Orr, though, is coming back. Hammer, aftershock, threw in 2 sacks with 54 total tackles last year. Again, typically, for me, linebackers are more about being edge rushers, not really users over the middle of the field. But if his speed gets up to 85, 86, it's certainly possible, because it is very nice to have a hammer and an aftershock over the middle of your field. So for me, at least, if he gets a +2 speed, we could still use him. Now, at right outside linebacker, the only one coming back is Carroll. Unfortunately, we are losing Obiazor, blow up, and outside disruptor. Again, names, I'm sorry. I never listen to games with commentators on, so I don't know how to pronounce a lot of these names. Now I'm just out here trying my best. So right outside linebacker is a bit of a weak spot here on this team. They do have 1 transfer linebacker coming in, Michael Teason from Missouri State. Not in the game in college football 25, will be in college football 26. Had 51 total tackles last year, 1 sack, a couple fumble recoveries too. So we'll see where he plugs in here on the linebacker depth chart. Now going to the secondary, which is actually looking very, very solid. Yes, we are losing our top 2 here. James, 85 overall, 90 speed, blanket coverage, and Broughton, 78 overall, 90 speed. So long, fellas. Best of luck in your next step. But coming back is pretty much everybody else. Canada, 75 overall, 91 speed, 6'1". McIver, 72 overall, 88 speed, 6'2". McGee, 70 overall, 91 speed, 6'2". And down here, 77 overall, 92 speed, Austin Jordan. All 4 of those coming back. So if you do, I prefer running nickel, which is obviously 3 corners. If you do like running a dime with 4, you 100% have 4 you could do just from here with Canada, McIver, McGee, and Jordan. But TCU did dip their little tootsies back in the transfer portal one more time, headed west, yeah, obviously west, to Washington Huskies, and grabbing 82 overall, 90 speed, 6'1", again, bronze ball hawk. Yes, sir, Elijah Jackson. So that's going to give you 5 cornerbacks that are 6 foot or taller. The slowest one is an 88 speed in this game. If that goes up next year, you could have 5 corners at 90 speed that are all 6 foot tall, which is exactly, if you ask me what is your dream cornerback room, give me 6'1", 6'2", at least 90 speed. Give me a ball hawk, and I'm good to go. So I love how we're looking at cornerback. Let's take a quick look at safeties, round out this TCU defense. The front honestly doesn't seem too bad, the defensive line. We're going to have those 2 grip breakers, presumably. If no abilities really change year over year, we'll at least have those. We have a potential for a quick jump at our linebacker. Elam Zor could 100% be a user linebacker for you. Corners, we're looking really, really solid. Free safety, looking real good here. Bud Clark is coming back. 88 overall, 90 speed, 6'2", the secondary of giants here in Fort Worth, with a silver house call, with a silver ball hawk. This secondary is calling to me. Like, this secondary seems like it's going to be incredible. Tony did transfer out. He went to Purdue, boiler up. Just, by the way, I just want to throw that in there. It doesn't really matter because Bud Clark's going to be your starting free safety, without a doubt. I say that, but let's look at strong safeties first. There are 2 transfers coming in at free safety, but strong safety we're going to go over very, very quickly. It's just Johnson coming back, 78 overall, 88 speed, 6'1". If he can get a +2 speed in there somehow, now all of your secondary positions are at least 90 speed, and potentially getting even faster as they grabbed a free safety from the Cal Golden Bears. And Ryan Yates, 78 overall, 95 speed, free safety, 6'1". My goodness. Now, he had no real stats to speak of, so we can't assume he's going to get any abilities or really get much of an upgrade year over year, but we don't need him to. So, I mean, you'll have options of what you want to do at safety. Yates could 100% be one of your sub linebackers with Elam Zor. You could put him up top. You could have Clark come down and be a sub linebacker, or you could just play 3 free safeties, because guess what? They also went down to the swamp, oh no, not the swamp, that's Gainesville. They went down to Death Valley in Baton Rouge, grabbed themselves an LSU Tiger. And their free safety one, Kylan Jackson, 6'3". The size of this TCU secondary, it's after my own heart. Like, this is exactly what I want in a secondary. 79 overall, 89 speed, so he's still got good speed. So if you wanted to, I don't know how, I don't think there's any formation you actually could, but if you want to play 5 corners and 4 safeties and somehow only 2 down linemen, this would actually be a perfect setup for TCU. You'd have 2 down linemen be your 2 grip breaker D tackles. You got 5 corners. They're all 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2". They're all going to be 90 speed. Then your sub linebackers, you can have Kylan Jackson, 6'3", 89 speed in this game, probably going to at least be a 90 in the next game. You bring Clark down to be a linebacker, his 88 overall, 90 speed, ball hawk. House call, I think his second one was. And then you have 95 speed, Ryan Yates, just for fun too. Like, the size and speed of the TCU secondary, their overall isn't going to be as good. It's not. Because they had an 85 overall, but really other than that, their overalls weren't great. Except for Clark, and he's the one coming back anyway. So really, you're going to be in a super good spot here with his TCU secondary. They're going to be phenomenal. Like, they are going to be so good. I want to look at these corners one more time here. So yeah, we're losing an 85 overall and a 78 overall, replacing them with some lower guys here. But I mean, look at the speed and size TCU is going to have all over the field. Canada, 6'1", 91 speed. McIver, 6'2", 88 speed. McGee, 6'2", 91 speed. Jordan, 6 foot tall, 92 speed. Elijah Jackson from Washington, 82 overall, 90 speed. Up at safety, you're going to have Clark, 6'2", 90 speed. House call and ball hawk. Kylan Jackson from LSU, the 89 speed, 6'3". Yates was what, 6 foot, 6'2", something like that. 95 speed. Strong safety, 88 speed, 6'1". I mean, this secondary is going to be unbelievable. This whole defense, of course, it's TCU. Everybody, you look at their offense first. This is a very sneaky good defense, assuming we get those grip breakers in the middle. Add on a potential quick jump edge rusher there, and then with that secondary, this is going to be a good defense. Paired with the incredible air raid offense, I think TCU is going to be a sleeper team you should 100% try in College Football 26. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I think we've only got 5 or 6 more of these to go now. These coming out once a week until College Football, and yeah, College Football 26 comes out. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you next time. Until then, Take it easy.